What if one man's life could have changed the entire course of human history? Imagine a world where Alexander the Great didn't die at just 32 years old. What would he have achieved? What kind of legacy would he have left behind? Today, we're diving deep into an alternate history scenario that has fascinated historians for centuries. What if Alexander the Great lived longer? How might his extended life have reshaped the ancient world and even our modern world today? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see how one man's decisions could have created a completely different global landscape. But before we dive into the what if, let's quickly recap who Alexander the Great was and why he's still such a towering figure in history. Born in 356 BCE, Alexander was tutored by Aristotle himself. By age 20, he became king of Macedonia after his father, Philip II, was assassinated. Over the next decade, he conquered most of the known world: Persia, Egypt, India, all before turning 30. His empire stretched over 5,000 miles, uniting cultures, spreading Greek language and philosophy, and laying the foundation for what we now call the Hellenistic era. But then, tragedy struck. At just 32 years old, Alexander died mysteriously in Babylon. Some say it was fever, others poison, or maybe even exhaustion from his relentless campaigns. Now here's the big question. What if he hadn't died so young? Let's explore the possibilities. First up, let's talk about military expansion. If Alexander had lived longer, his hunger for conquest likely wouldn't have stopped at India. Historians believe he had plans to invade Arabia and North Africa. But what if he went even further? Could he have reached China or clashed with the powerful Qin dynasty during their warring states period? Imagine armies of Macedonian phalanxes meeting Chinese crossbowmen. It's a clash of civilizations that could have rewritten history books. And it's not just about war. A prolonged reign might have allowed Alexander to consolidate his gains, creating a unified superpower stretching from Europe to Asia. Next, let's look at cultural impact. Alexander wasn't just a warrior, he was also a unifier. His vision of blending Greek and Persian cultures created something entirely new: a cosmopolitan, Hellenistic world. If he'd lived longer, this cultural melting pot could have spread even farther. Greek philosophy, science, and art might have taken root in places like India and China centuries earlier than they actually did. For example, imagine Buddhist monks learning from Greek philosophers, or Indian mathematicians exchanging ideas with Greek scientists. These exchanges could have accelerated advancements in medicine, astronomy, and trade. Now, governance. One of the biggest problems after Alexander's death was fragmentation. His generals fought each other for control, splitting the empire into smaller kingdoms. If Alexander had lived longer, he might have implemented stronger systems of governance, ensuring stability across his vast territories. Instead of chaos, we might have seen a golden age of prosperity. He already showed signs of this when he adopted Persian customs and appointed local governors. With more time, he could have built a truly multicultural empire, one that respected diversity while maintaining unity. Finally, let's zoom out and consider the global impact. A larger, more stable empire under Alexander could have influenced future civilizations in ways we can only speculate about. For instance, Rome might never have risen to dominance if Alexander's empire remained intact. Or perhaps Christianity would have emerged differently, blending with Greek and Eastern philosophies. Trade routes like the Silk Road might have developed earlier, connecting Europe, Asia, and Africa in unprecedented ways. This could have led to an ancient form of globalization, a world far ahead of its time. So there you have it, the untold possibilities of a world where Alexander the Great lived longer. From expanded empires to accelerated cultural exchange, his extended life could have transformed everything we know about history. Of course, this is all speculation, but isn't it fascinating to think about? History is full of what-ifs, and exploring them helps us better understand the past and its impact on the present. What do you think? Do you believe Alexander's survival would have been a blessing or a curse for humanity? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into alternate history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.